think what Jeff is saying is that he doesn't agree with the policy, much of the policy, and the messaging of the Trump administration. And he's entitled to say that. There are others who would disagree with him. My point, I guess, is all the name calling and you know, the things that kids do in a junior high cafeteria, it makes for interesting television, but I just don't think that's what Americans are focused on. It doesn't bother me. I believe in the First Amendment. But I think what Americans want right now are some results. I think that's the biggest problem with my party, at least in the Senate on Capitol Hill. We've been here 9 months, and a lot of people are frustrated, including me, that we haven't done more. Now, we shot twice at health care trying to fix it. We missed. We'll be back for a third round and a fourth round and a fifth round if necessary. But we don't have any margin for error. We've got to do tax reform, not just because of politics, but for the American economy.
Well, let's talk about that. The tax reform was the big topic, of course, at the Senate lunch yesterday. The president tweeted out this morning that he called it a love fest. Is that what it was like in the room?
That's not the way I would describe it. I would describe it as cordial, professional. We didn't get into a lot of detail. The president covered a lot of ground. He did talk about tax reform. Mm-hmm. He talked a little bit about health care. He talked about the regulatory environment. He talked a good bit about trade. But to answer your question about tax reform, look, all hell's going to break loose next week when the House releases its bill.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a great thing. There's no way to have meaningful change that's easy. It's just any change worth doing is going to be tough. But I'm ready to see a proposal on the table. We're working on our proposal in the Senate.
Yeah.
It's going to be true tax reform. We're going to lower people's taxes, but we're going to broaden the base. We're going to help middle-class Americans, and we're going to help every business. But it's not going to be without pain. I don't want to kid anybody.
Well, that is something that we haven't yet heard yet, Senator. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me ask real quick, because I saw that you told McClatchy yesterday that when it comes to tax reform, for the next 6 months, you want to see the president go to every state and talk tax reform, tax reform. But a month ago, the White House said he was going to do that. He was going to hit the road. He was going to sell this thing hard. A month has passed, and you guys want to get this done by Thanksgiving or the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Is this a mistake?
Well, my advice to the president, very gently and respectfully, would be saddle up and go. Talk about three things. Do go to every state and talk about three things: tax reform, tax reform, tax reform, because that's what is important to the American people right now, because it affects their pocketbooks. Look, the American people are smart. They don't read Aristotle every day, but they get it. Their take-home pay is just about the same as it was in 1999. Median household income in this country is roughly the same as it was in 1999.
If this is the end-all, be-all, do-all for all of you and important, why isn't the president hitting the road? Not that you have good advice for him. Let's see if he takes it. Senator, please come back on. Let's talk taxes next week.
I'll do it, Kate.